Alright, now welcome back to part 4 of my first playthrough of the Outer Worlds. I had actually recorded this earlier, but then messed up the recording, so I'm going to have to go back and play this all over again. But that's alright. Maybe this time I can get the recording done without messing it up. And of course, as I mentioned before, this is my very first playthrough of the Outer Worlds. So on my first playthrough of any game, I do not use any mods or cheats, glitches, or exploits. I try to play through the game on at least on normal level. Wait, this is not the one I wanted to load. Let's see. This one right here is the one I want to load. Of course, now the benefit of this is, playing through it again, is I already know basically where I need to go. Let's repair that one, and repair that one. These two don't need to be repaired. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that fan off. Don't really need it right now. So I need to get some heavy ammo. Do I have anything that uses the heavy ammo right now? Yeah, the light assault rifle does. Uses light ammo, and that also uses light ammo. Okay. Good. Let's see. What quests are we doing? Deliver Reed's message. Okay, so we're going to come along here. And cross the stream.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Yeah, unlicensed terraforming. Alright. Skipping rocks on water. Of course, the graphics in this game are just beautiful. Even on my 5-year-old video card, it runs very well and looks damn good. And yeah, I want to avoid that primal behemoth guy up there. He's not too friendly looking. I guess the next time I level up, I need to add the perk that increases walking speed. That's interesting. There's a puddle of water standing on the side of a little hill here. That is quite some bit of physics they've got going on there. So here is the geothermal plant.
Okay, gone quiet.
And this place is guarded by robots. So that's going to be fun when I get around to going in there. But first, we'll come over here. What's this? Another light assault rifle. And a bit more ammo. Another assault rifle. I think that's all that's at this little camp. Now, I think I've already cleared out the marauders from this area here, but I want to kind of give it a wide go around just in case I didn't. I don't see any. There's one thing I found out is whenever you see these crates out here, you want to check around them, see if there's something that you can loot nearby. I can go in here and hopefully not die. What we got here? Too much in there. Flywheel. Fun science fact, if you've ever wondered why it is hard to push over a functioning automechanical, but it's easy to tip over a non-functioning one, this little device is the reason. This door is locked, and I cannot unlock it. Okay. that area down there has not been cleared out, so I'm not going to go there. Alrighty. I was just checking to see if there were any containers around the back of that house for me to loot. Alright, let's go up here to the Botanical Gardens, or excuse me, the Botanical Lab. Which is where we will find the next stage of our quest. There.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Look, I'm looking for a Delia. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I'm looking for the geothermal plant. Know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay, so where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Yeah, we've all got problems. I just got shot into space.
Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
You could always go looking for her.
I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around the gun. Hence my dilemma.
So why don't you teach somebody else how to use a gun? Of course, that's not an option down here, is it? So any idea where she might be hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
You were snooping around in her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was
Does her
about.
voice just get deeper? Okay, so maybe the marauders took her
Could
away.
be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
So any chance you could point me someplace specific and not just out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
Okay, so how well do you know her?
Enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Oh, you seem so personable. I can't imagine how you didn't get it on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Well, I'll keep an eye out for her.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless the marauders got to her. Then parts of her could be in a lot of places.
Could do without the gallows humor.
Oh, come on, that was funny. I'll leave you alone. Alright, so let's go to, let's see, let's go over here. I think this is the greenhouse. Oh look, it's a greenhouse. Okay.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
So you must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
I hope so. So, looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
Anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
So why'd you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Okay, so Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Okay, so Reed asked you to consider to come back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Oh, this is serious. I'm about to cut off your power.
You're doing this for Reed? Why?
Your camp has a power regulator, and I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
So I'm not looking to get mixed up in your problems. I just want to fix my ship.
Well, if it's all the same to you, then you ought to divert power over to us, shut down Reed's cannery, and scrap it for parts.
So what have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Miss Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
You know, I don't much like you throwing that in her face to get me on your side.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear.
So what do you have against people trying to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Alright, so let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
Okay, so you think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Alright then, well, I'll consider
I
it.
trust you will listen to your conscience.
Okay, so that is the first really big decision we've come across. Now I have to decide, do I want to help Reed by destroying this little town, or do I want to help this little town by destroying Reed's town? Well, what to do, what to do. I don't reckon anybody can see me over here stealing everything in sight.
Hey, that's against regulation. What do you think you're doing?
Well, I didn't think she would see me doing that. Tell you what, I'll bribe her to look the other
Thanks
way.
for the bits, friend.
Well, that was incredibly easy.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. Where are we headed?
Alright then. Let's talk Thomas.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great.
So
I've been
there's a
trying to
little
keep
tension
stuff running,
between
just
these
like
two.
you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
So, yeah, let's boost our engineering. Never too late to start learning. I could give you a couple of pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Yeah, today's your lucky day, Thomas. I've got one of those data pads you wanted.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 2, found it in the cannery.
Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
Well, I'll let you know if I find any.
Sure. I'd be glad to take them off your hands.
So I should go.
Something you need?
So Thomas seemed very fond of you.
He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like a puppy, kinda.
Yeah, so I've not seen a man with a bigger or more obvious crush. Are you sure? He nearly fell over. Oh, yeah, the tool he was thinking with was definitely not a wrench.
Thomas always listened to me. Never said I was odd, never tried to... I just want to think of him like that. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
Alright then, let's get going. So now when I had my failed attempt at the video earlier, I ran over this way and ran into a minefield. So let's go back this way. Go in here, and this is where the power regulator is. And for the Botanical Lab. So I need to finish finding Zoe and then figure out here, yeah, okay, and then figure out which one of these I'm gonna take the power regulator from. Botanical Lab or from Edgewater. Because seems to me that neither one of them is really a good choice, because either way you're putting people out.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
So here is Stefan.
Fancy duds. Do the tubes get in your way? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
So what happened the day Zoe disappeared?
Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Well, was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
All right, well, tell me a little bit about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
So, hold on, there was something else.
Hey, I got time.
What you got for sale?
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Alrighty. So if this girl thinks marauders live a comfortable life, she is really naive. So she ran off and joined the marauders. She wasn't taken by marauders. She is a marauder. Okay. Alrighty then.
Keep him quiet.
I'm ready for this. We made it.
Alright, we got all of them. Yeah, it looks like we got them all. Okay. So let's start cleaning house here. Oh, a hunting rifle. Wait a minute. Inventory. Oh, this one's got a scope on it. Okay. So I'm gonna swap out the light assault rifles. Yeah, okay. And a sniping we will go.
Clever.
Preparation Service Award. Gold of the kind given at annual company achievement banquets. Well, that was a waste of ammo, wasn't it? Let's see what kind of sniping damage I can do with this. Let's get crouched down.
Here we go.
Oh, headshot at point blank range. didn't I pick up some armor? Well, I'm really liking this now. This sniper rifle. Kicking some ass, man. Makeshift low pressure suit has 9 armor, so yeah, I'm gonna take that one. And can I break that down? I sure can. Okay. I'm gonna hang on to this assault rifle here.
I don't know anybody who ever came out this far.
Alright, so this place is it's like a robot repair station. Another robot repair station.
You crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Yeah, just get yourself a good sniper rifle. So, you sound confused or possibly unscrewed.
Only thing unscrewed around here is the head of that marauder you took down. Never seen moves like that outside my serial dramas. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Well, if you had half my skills, you'd be the player character, not me. Let's see. I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
So I'm impressed. How'd you pull that off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of nice guys, right? So how are you even alive?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Charisma, okay. So why'd you leave the camp?
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the Botanical Labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find but a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse? I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Alright, so there was something else, actually.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
So I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Well, what about Stefan? You two were friends.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me. I've got that to look forward to.
I think you can handle it. So take care. Bye. Alrighty then. And a looting we shall go. Okay. It's a cash register. Okay. Mix of old-timey and high-tech. That's pretty cool. Alright. A cigarette lighter, because you never know when you're going to need one of those. Light ammo and some more heavy ammo, which I'm going to be needing a lot of now that I have this handy-dandy sniper rifle. Well, it's a hunting rifle, which I'm going to use as a sniper rifle. Okay. Mines are not fun to step on. So is there a way for me to get up to there? Because it looked like there might have been something up there. Well, Hey, look here. Maybe I can jump on top of these boxes. Or maybe not. Or, yeah, well, no, not quite. Okay, well, so much for that idea. Alrighty then, that is that place pretty much cleared out, so let's go back up here and talk to Grace. Yeah, this guy's ambushed.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Oh, she joined up with the band of marauders. They didn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
It's the least you can do.
Let me know if I can do something for you.
Yep, I'll leave you to it. Oh, my companion leveled up. Okay, continue. I probably leveled up too. I did. Okay, well, let's go over here to Miss Parvati. Well, she got a level 3 pistol and a level 3 blue impact hammer. Okay, a level 5 assault rifle, a level 5 pistol, which I guess she can't use. I don't know. A bolter pistol. I want to, that right there, give her a bit of firepower. Yeah, that's definitely the better weapon. So we'll leave it at that. We'll get her a lightweight beanie. Alrighty. So Let's increase her health. Oh, I can set her to. I'm gonna set her to defensive. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do ranged. She can set medium distance. That's fine. Alrighty, now let's come over here to my character sheet. And let's see, I'm going to put 2 points into stealth, 2 points into tech, 2 points into ranged, 1 into defense, 1 into stealth, 1 into leadership, and okay, now our hour is just about up, so I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. This seems like a pretty good spot. So we'll go ahead and lay down a save. Right there. Alright, and thank you for watching episode 4 of my first playthrough of the Outer Worlds, and I will see you next time. Bye.